Where do we start? What's there to say? That's just bad, bro. That's just bad. I will start with this, though. I said I wasn't going to say this anymore because now we finally got Pickett in. I'm just going to say it because I feel like saying it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm giving myself free reign to say this phrase again. Bring back 7. I'm saying it. It's more and more evident. The sabotage of 7 is real. If anything, it's case closed right now. It's absolutely case closed. And me saying bring back 7 is no indictment on Pickett. It has no relation to Pickett and his play or my support for Pickett going forward. No relation. It's just more bring back 7. Like it wasn't 7's fault. Meanwhile, all the fake fans, all the people that don't know football wanted to rip on 7, get him out of town as soon as possible. He's the GOAT. Best Steelers quarterback of all time. And you wanted him out. Okay. But anyway, I just got a bunch of shit here written down, and I'll read off some of the things I say and just kind of go from here. First thing I got here, I think it's clear that the right decision was made to have Pickett in over Trubisky, even though some of the stuff that Trubisky was dealing with when he was in at quarterback popped up again in this game. Run game sucked. O-line sucked. A lot of pressure on Pickett. Couldn't really find any lanes in the running game. And that's a whole nother conversation. Do we start thinking about having Jaylen Warren in more than Najee Harris? I think it's at this point worth a thought. I don't know what's going on with Najee. Is he hurt? Is he just not seeing the field right? I don't know. What was that? Run game bad, O-line bad. Wide receiver drops. Again, Deontay Johnson, critical drops in the first half. Claypool was having some in the second half. Even though the game was out of balance, we want to get something going, build some momentum heading into next week and for the rest of the season. Like, goddamn, I was hoping to at least tweet out a video of us scoring a touchdown and saying still here, but we couldn't even get that in the second half. And then play calling. I didn't like the play calling either. With at times, I guess. My main concern was I think it was 2 or 3 drives in a row in the first half where we want run, pass. It's just like, dude, it's too obvious at this point. It really is. It's way too obvious. And we're leaving, again, 3rd and longs and whatnot. Didn't really like that. But Pickett was willing and dealing, man. And going back to my initial point of why I think having Pickett in over Trubisky is the right move, I think he did exactly what we talked about. He can give you at least what Mitch is giving you and more. I mean, I think you saw what he brings to the table over Trubisky, just straight up eye test. Way more mobility. The accuracy is off the charts. So the people that might be ripping, he had 300. We were moving the ball. 4 of probably the first 6 or 7 drives, 4 of them were halted due to a Deontay drop or a Boz missed field goal. So we were moving the ball, man. We were moving the ball. I think it was the right move because I just think Pickett's way more upside than Mitch. I think he's the better leader. I think he's the right quarterback for the team. And you're going to give him that experience going forward. Like, no matter what happens for the rest of the season, at least he's going to develop more, gain that experience, and I think he's just a straight-up better quarterback than Mitch. Next thing, though, let's see what else we got here. We'll go defense. My God, I don't know if I have the time right now. That was terrible all around. Outside of the Levi Wallace interception, what good was really done on defense? Cam might have had some plays from what I remember. Miles Jack, maybe he did something. He did a play. He had a nice player too, but that was bad. What was weird about it, though, it almost reminded me of the Chiefs game last year. Is in the first quarter, I was like, all right, if this defense can hold up, we got a chance in this game. But then once the second quarter hit, it wasn't the same. It was not good. Injuries didn't help, obviously, but I think we were starting to get the gap widened in between the Bills score and our score before some of these injuries. Like Larry Ogunjobi, Levi Wallace got hurt, concussion, and then the Muth one in the second half prayers up for all those guys, man. Prayers up. But that Muth one, because I didn't even see the other injuries. The Muth one, whenever he got hit, like he didn't even move. I went to let my dogs out. I'm assuming he got up and they took him to the locker room, but that looked rough. But prayers up to all the dudes injured. What else do I got here? Shout out to James Daniels. Shout out to James Daniels for whenever Pickett got hit against his former teammate DeMar Hamlin as Pickett was sliding. It was a bad hit. It was clearly, it should have been a flag. And Pickett gets up and everything, but James Daniels comes out of nowhere and kind of lays down the law. Pushes Hamlin over and is like, dude, this ain't going to be tolerated. So much respect for that. I really like that. Because, I mean, one, that's the time to do it. I mean, we're getting blown out in that game, so 15-yard penalty ain't going to matter. But still, it's setting the tone, not only for the rest of that game. Like you're saying, hey, we ain't going to get pushed around, even though the score ain't what it's supposed to be. But, yeah, this is how it's going to be going forward, man. We're going to protect our quarterback. We're going to look out for him. So shout out to James Daniel for that. What else was good? Pickens? Yeah, I would say the highlights. Here's what I'll say. The 3 highlights, Pickett, Pickens, and the Levi Wallace interception. Those are my 3 highlights. Pickett threw for over 300 yards. I know a lot of it came in garbage time in the second half. But still, I think anyone that watched the game with an eye test, even Romo was saying it throughout the broadcast, like, we got a guy. We got a guy going forward. And there were a lot of things that didn't help him. He made a couple mistakes, but that's going to happen with the rookie. But overall, I like how Pickett performed in this one. And then Pickens, dude, let's just get the ball to him every time. He's officially the Steelers wide receiver 1. Like, let's just get the ball to him. I mean, we got the play down the sideline where Pickett throws it up. Pickens high points it, combat catch, but then you're getting all the 10-yard outs, the tough catches that he's making. The one we should have challenged, he caught it. It was like I don't know if it was a one-handed catch. Whenever he brought it down, he like cradled it with one arm and then got his other hand down and got the foot down. We didn't challenge it, but it wasn't too consequential at the time because it was like late in the second half. But I'd say, yeah, those 3. Who did I say? Pickett, Pickens, and Levi Wallace with the interception. But I like what Jaylen Warren was doing in the second half too. I really do think we might have to consider playing him more over Najee. Just doing something at that running back position. But, man, that was tough, dude. That's tough. It's really tough. I don't know what else to say at this point. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if I'm going to do another like post-game report. Does anything else need to be talked about, really? At least right now, I don't know. The one funny thing, I'll close with this. The one funny thing I tweeted out around, I think it was a little bit after halftime, Steelers should have traded Trubisky back to the Bills so they could have put him in for the second half, sit Josh Allen, and we could have had like a Trubisky and Pickett duel. Because at least that could have been some nice added entertainment right there. But either way, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. It's just bad, man. That was just a bad game all around. The highlights, I would say, is Pickett, Pickens, Jaylen Warren, Levi Wallace interception, even though, like, a play or two, he got burnt early on. But, yeah, man, kind of speechless, bummed out. You know what it is. A loss of that magnitude, it's bad, man. It's just bad. It's just bad. Not in a good, it doesn't feel like we're in a good state right now. TJ Watt, he's going to be sitting out for more weeks. Now my dog's barking. I don't know. Maybe you see someone outside, but that's my cue to go. I'm going to bounce. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Peace.